They'd managed to save Chip and Alex from the 1480s, hadn't they? Jonah started to smile back at Andrea, and was working up what he wanted to say to her. Something suave but casual, and not too conceited sounding. Did "Don't be scared, I'll take care of you" sound stupid? Katherine began talking again before Jonah had a chance to say anything. "Andrea can too get time sick," Katherine argued. "Not the kind from being in the wrong time period, but the kind just from traveling through time. Remember JB thought I had both kinds? And that's why I felt so awful? And—" Katherine broke off because the door opened just then, and JB, the very person she'd been talking about, stepped through. JB was a time traveler from the future, and the main person who was trying to fix time by returning all the stolen kids to history. Tall, with gleaming chestnut-brown hair, JB was so good-looking that Katherine had nicknamed him Cute Janitor Boy before any of them had found out what he really did for a living. For some reason, JB's appearance really annoyed Jonah right now. Depending on how you looked at it, Jonah had known JB for only a few weeks, or for more than 500 years. Or actually more than 1,000 if you counted the fact that Jonah, Katherine, Chip, and Alex had traveled between the 15th and 21st centuries in both directions. Regardless, it had taken Jonah a while to figure out whether to trust JB or not. JB had helped Jonah and Katherine and their friends, but Jonah still wasn't sure. If JB had to choose between saving kids and saving history, which would he pick? "I have to make sure that isn't the choice," Jonah told himself grimly. He gazed over at Andrea again, with her clear, pale skin and her gray eyes that somehow looked sad again, haunted even. "I will protect you," he thought, even though he figured he'd sound really foolish if he said that now. He kicked his foot against the ground, and his chair kicked too. "Careful," JB warned. "Those are calibrated to a very sensitive level." He seemed to notice Katherine's bouncing for the first time. "They're not really meant for kids." Katherine stopped mid-bounce. Her chair rose up and caught her. "Sorry," Katherine said. "Can we go now? There's no chance that we'll hurt your precious chairs if you just send us to the past." She sounded offended. Jonah wondered if he should warn JB that it wasn't a good idea to offend Katherine. "Not yet," JB said. "You need to be debriefed first." Katherine leaned forward in her chair, and her chair leaned with her. "Really?" she breathed, seeming to forget any hurt feelings. "You'll tell us where we're going this time? Before we get there?" JB laughed. "You didn't give me much of a chance the last time," he reminded her. "That wasn't our fault," Jonah argued hotly. "If you hadn't sent Chip and Alex back without telling them anything, and if you hadn't cheated when I gave you the elucidator, and if—" JB held up his hand, cutting Jonah off. Hey, JB said. "Calm down. I'm sorry, okay? That's over and done with. Water under the bridge. Haven't you ever heard the expression, 'no need to relive the past'?" Katherine and Jonah both stared at him blankly. Isn't it kind of, contradictory for a time traveler to say that?" Katherine asked. "Yep," JB beamed at them. "You caught the irony. Time traveler humor. Gotta love it." He turned toward Andrea, who was still sitting quietly, unaffected. "As far as I'm concerned, we're all on the same team this time around," JB said. "From the very beginning. No keeping secrets unnecessarily. Deal?" He held out his hand to Andrea. "Of course," Andrea said calmly.